Once upon a time, a young monk approached a wise Zen master and asked, "Master, what is the greatest value in my life?" The Zen master, with a knowing smile, replied, "Go to the back garden, pick up a large stone, and take it to the market to sell. If someone asks for the price, don't speak, just show 2 fingers. If they bargain with you, don't sell it. Bring it back to me, and I'll reveal the greatest value in your life." Eager to learn, the young monk followed the master's instructions and, the next morning, carried the hefty stone to the bustling market. As he displayed the stone, a curious housewife approached and inquired, "How much is the stone?" The monk, following his master's counsel, simply showed 2 fingers. The housewife, not understanding the significance, offered, $2? The monk gently shook his head. Undeterred, the housewife tried again. $20 then? I'll use it to press pickled vegetables." The young monk couldn't believe his ears. "Someone is willing to pay $20 for a worthless stone," he thought. "There are so many stones on our mountain." With newfound confidence, the young monk decided not to sell the stone and happily returned to the master. The monk excitedly reported, "Master, a housewife was willing to pay $20 for my stone. Can you now tell me the greatest value in my life?" The Zen master, ever enigmatic, chuckled and said, "Take the stone to the museum tomorrow. If someone asks the price, show 2 fingers again. If they bargain, don't sell it. Bring it back to me." The next morning, at the museum, a crowd gathered around the stone, intrigued by its potential worth. One person boldly offered $2,000, explaining that they intended to carve a magnificent statue from it. The young monk was once again astonished, but faithfully followed the master's instruction, bringing the stone back. "Master," the monk exclaimed, "someone offered $2,000 for the stone today. Can you now tell me the greatest value in my life?" The Zen master responded with a twinkle in his eye. "Take the stone to an antique shop tomorrow. If someone bargains, bring it back to me, and I'll reveal your life's greatest value." The following day, at the antique shop, a hushed awe fell over the onlookers as they pondered the stone's worth. One person ventured, $20,000. The monk was awestruck. But then another individual boldly proclaimed, $200,000. The young monk couldn't believe his ears. Filled with excitement, the monk rushed back to the Zen master. "Master, today someone offered $200,000 for our stone. Please, can you now tell me the greatest value in my life?" The Zen master, with deep affection, said, "My child, your life's value is like this stone. If you place yourself in a vegetable market, you're worth $20. If you place yourself in a museum, you're worth $2,000. And if you place yourself in an antique shop, you're worth $200,000. Different platforms and positions bring different values to your life." The master's wisdom illuminated the young monk's understanding. Life is a dynamic journey filled with possibilities, and our worth can change depending on where we stand and the choices we make. Sometimes we find ourselves in places that do not recognize our true potential. It's essential to take a step back and reflect on whether we are in the right place, surrounded by the right people, and allowing our unique talents and passions to shine. Each of us possesses a special gift that deserves to be nurtured and shared with the world. But to find our worth, we must first believe in ourselves. Others cannot see our value if we do not recognize it in our own hearts. So, take a moment to reflect on your life. Where are you now, and where do you want to be? Are you pursuing your dreams, or are you holding back due to fear or uncertainty? Remember, it's never too late to make a change and follow your true calling. Believe in yourself, for when you recognize your worth and follow your heart, the world becomes a canvas for your dreams. Your life is a precious gift, and your worth is determined not by others, but by your own actions and choices. Choose wisely, and your life will become a beautiful masterpiece.